Fermentor is by far the weirdest and most ambitious plugin I've made yet. It's a new algorithm for shaping the tone of a sound. Not an EQ, not a formant shifter, but something new. What it does is deconstructs the sound into thousands of tiny pieces and then puts them back together in a slightly different way, all with no latency. This was the product of almost 2 years of research, experimentation, and testing. Okay, but how do you actually use this thing? And what do all those knobs do? So today, we're going to go deep in the weeds and explore every nook and cranny of this surprisingly complex plugin. The main bulk of Fermentor's algorithm is up here in these top knobs, which allow you to control the tonal shaping process. It's hard to describe exactly what these do on a technical level. They change internal parameters of that audio deconstruction and reconstruction process. Timbre changes the main tonality of the sound, sort of like how the formants knob on a normal formant shifter works. I like to think of the timbre slider as having 2 distinct regions. One when it's far from 0 and it sounds like a timbral shift. The other where it's near 0 and it sounds more like a texture changer. The type selector changes how these bits of audio are being reconstructed. If you cycle through the types, you can hear what each one sounds like. Amount changes the intensity, in other words, how different the reconstructed bits are from the original. A higher amount is more textured, and the timbre shift is more pronounced. A lower amount is more subtle. Fullness is an interesting one. Under the hood, it actually controls the duration of those deconstructed audio pieces. The bigger the pieces, the more rich and smooth it sounds. And when they're smaller, it sounds thinner and more distorted. With just these 4 controls, you can get so many different sounds.
Down here we have some tone controls, which are separate from the main algorithm and act as extra processing, so you can dial in the tone of your sound. The fact that there's both pre- and post-tone here is a hint. Filtering before versus after the main algorithm yields different results. One of my favorite tricks is to turn the pre-tone down and the post-tone up, or vice versa. Here's how that sounds different. So you can actually get a lot of different sounds just with these 2 knobs.
This boost mode is one of my favorites. It's an algorithm to tonally rebalance a sound without compressing it. Sort of like a multi-band compressor, but it doesn't squash the sound. It keeps the same dynamic range. I find it keeps things a little more stable when altering the timbre.
Over here we have the advanced section. Don't worry, it's not that advanced, just a modulation section and some weirdo knobs. The modulators are easy to use, just click and drag anywhere to start modulating something. You can drag these little colored bars to change the modulation ranges for each knob. These knobs change the frequency, amplitude, and vertical offset of the wave. You can also change the type of wave, which includes all the normal types, as well as an envelope follower, a transient detector, and even an audio resampler. This one's my favorite. What if you want a shape that's not one of these? Just drag the modulator to one of its own parameters and see what you get. For example, this one makes a spike. You can get all sorts of cool shapes by modulating the parameters of each of these modulators with each other. Finally, we have these weirdo knobs. Distort adds a very interesting new distortion algorithm to the input. try changing the input volume to get wildly different distortions. Then we have the contort knob. This adds a kind of resonant frequency into the main deconstruction-reconstruction process. And that frequency can be above or below audio rate. Also, it depends on which type is selected, and the amount and the timbre. So in other words, it does a lot. This is my favorite knob in the whole plugin. So that's Fermentor. There's a lot you can do with these knobs. It's really meant as a tool for exploration, to see your sounds in a new light, and hopefully inspire you to write new music. You can find it at nudistaudio.com. Thanks for watching.